Welcome to the pre-assessment FMO guide for cable craning, otherwise known as Skyline. My name's Sarah Chapman, I'm from MJ Wood Services, and I'm joined today by Michael Crutchley.
Hello.
Who's an NPTC assessor and Lantra trainer and is a forestry contractor with 20 years experience. And Mike will be sharing his knowledge with us today on the skills that you need to demonstrate during your FMO cable crane assessment. This is one of 7 videos on the cable crane assessment, and you will need to watch these in conjunction with our base machine videos, which also cover your health and safety, hazards and risks and PPE. We already assume you have a good level of skill. This is not a training video, so we assume you have a good level of skill for using the Skyline or cable crane. And we always recommend that you seek formal training and read the qualification guidance. These videos would not be possible without the support of Forestry Focused Future, an innovative training scheme, and Callum Campbell of Forest Services Limited from Huncliffe for the use of his machines, crew and site today. This is video 5 of our Skyline pre-assessment guide, and in this we'll be covering all points on chokering. So could you, Mike, please explain to me the hauling process for chokering?
Firstly, stop the carriage in the right place, have slack paid out to you, take it out to the trees, attach in the correct order the ones you want to be taken out, and then move out of the way, and then give the communications to the winch operator. So basically the carriage needs to be braked either by another line or its own internal braking system, and then using minimum revs the load is broken out up to the carriage, and once it's reached the carriage the chokerman will then give the command to the winch operator to lock the load to the carriage, and then the load belongs to the winchman and he takes it off, pulls it in to the main base unit.
So when you're chokering, what must you not do?
You must not stand in the bight of any ropes, or often called the zone of death. Don't stand underneath the carriage, and just don't stand in anywhere anything's going to land on you or hit you.
So the timber's been hauled up and it's been released safely from the carriage at the landing point. So what are the other safety considerations we need to consider at the landing point, and why should it be kept clear?
Principal reason for keeping the landing clear is to reduce the risk of anything sliding back down where it's come from, stop it interrupting the flow of new timber up into the landing so they don't keep trying to pull them through the tails. It's a safety thing, especially if you've got a remote manually unchoker that you shouldn't be climbing up timber stacks to unchoker. It stays a big build-up of arisings, all sorts of general rubbish around the place, and it's probably part of your method statement to keep the landing clear.
So the chokerman will have given a clear command to the winchman to send down the carriage, zipping on down, and it needs to be halted in the correct position above the timber. Command to pay out some slack. Here these are self-releasing chokers, so it's just setting the choker. And attach it to the stem. You're going to move back to a safe working distance, and again a clear command to the winchman. Observe the load moving up to the carriage. Give the command to lock the carriage and release the brake. Winchman will haul in the timber to the landing site. I'm going to lower the timber down. These are self-releasing chokers, which makes it nice and simple and safe. However, if you're manually releasing the chokers, then you want to follow all your safety precautions when moving over stacked timber. Then the winchman will receive another command from the chokerman to send down the carriage. And repeat.